Zane Clodfelter with OttersTV here with Bill Bussing from the ownership group, and we're going to do something really exciting. We're going to have Bill Bussing's All-Otters team from 2001 when his family took ownership of this franchise to the present. Are you ready to do this, Bill?
I am. I'm looking forward to it, Zane.
We're going to go position by position. Bill's going to give us his top player at each position since his family took over in 2001, so let's get to it.
All right, let's go.
Okay, Bill, we're out here in the outfield at Bosse Field. I know you have three outfielders from your time that really have stood out to you. Who are those three?
I do. In right field, I'm going to put Jeff Garner. I'll put Chris Sweeney in center field. And I don't think there's any dispute, it would be John Schultz in left field. Three terrific guys to begin with who were mainstays under Andy McCauley. We won a lot of games with them. It's a hard outfield to beat.
Yeah, and the Frontier League would say so too, because 2016, that was the Frontier League Championship outfield for the most part.
Those guys spent a lot of time here, on and off the field. I think they were real representatives of the ball club, and highly talented players, but also guys who I would consider friends.
Okay, Bill, we're now at first base. I know this was probably a really difficult decision for you with most of these positions to pick the one player that really stood out at this position. Who is it?
The guy I remember most, I think, Zane, is Nick Baylog, who played here for 3 years. Terrific hitter, fine defensive first baseman. Again, a mainstay of some very good clubs we had under Andy McCauley.
Yeah, no, and from out west, but he really made Evansville his second home with how comfortable he played here, especially at the ballpark.
Yeah, we were pleased to get him and pleased to keep him for 3 years. It's unusual to have a player of that caliber here for that long.
Okay, we're now in the middle part of the infield here, Bill, between second base and the shortstop position. We've seen a lot of talented players turn some double plays in this ballpark. Who would be your second baseman on your All-Otters team?
I think without a doubt it would be Josh Allen,
yeah.
The MVP from 2016. Played 4 years here, went on to Double-A baseball. Found him in a tryout camp in Nashville. Nobody else wanted him. Terrific backstory. Some tremendous memories of home runs he would hit out in left field. Again, a member of that 2016 championship club. Hard to put anybody else in second base.
And he had a knack of hitting the walk-off home runs. I know you just mentioned the home runs, but he had 5 or 6 in his time here with Evansville, bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
He was the guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was wonderful. I have such fond memories of going into the bottom of the ninth, trailing or needing to run, and my gosh, you see him on deck and you think, well, we had a pretty good shot. And he was just a terrific, perhaps overlooked second baseman defensively. It's all around fine player, which explains why he's playing Double-A baseball.
All right. Okay, now we're going to go from second over to shortstop here. Who would be your top shortstop in your ownership time?
I would give that one to Brian McKenna, who was a member of the 2006 championship team. Brian played here for 3 years. Again, a fine, steady third baseman. We had some good teams back in the early 2000s under Greg Jelks and made the finals in 2 of the 3 years that Brian played here in 2004, and then again we won it in 2006. So he's my choice as a shortstop.
Okay, Bill, we're now at third base. I know this was also another really tough decision because I can think of 3 guys who are probably deserving, but there's only going to be one, so who is it?
Well, we've had 2 MVPs here.
Right.
I went with Shane Houck. Tremendous power hitter, good fielding third baseman. Shane had an opportunity to go into affiliated baseball, had been in affiliated ball, decided to come back here because he enjoyed playing in Evansville so much. He's going to be my third baseman.
And the cool thing about Shane is he was a part of those teams under Andy McCauley that started that rise towards relevance in the Frontier League, and he helped really set that table for the success that we saw in the mid-2010s.
And a large part of that success had to do with the continuity of the team. I think the more stable your roster, the more guys guys who come back year after year, tendency to be very good.
Okay, we're standing right over home plate here at beautiful Bossy Field. Best catcher?
Jeff Goldbach, hands down.
No doubt, right?
Hands down, a second-round draft choice of the Cubs. Came back here in 2005, part of the season. Returned in 2006. Led the ball club to the Frontier League Championship. Carried the team on his shoulders. A terrific guy, class act, very talented catcher, a leader. Played some first base, notably though a catcher from Princeton. He's my guy behind the plate.
And you mentioned the Princeton connection, so how cool was it in 2006 to have a local guy from the tri-state area doing such amazing things with the Evansville Otters?
It was really special. Cody Blackard as well,
yes,
from Gibson County, was a pitcher on that team. We got some real help from Princeton that year.
This might be the one time at the ballpark, Bill, where you and I are just both towing the rubber on the pitching mound here. So, in your ownership time, best pitcher the Otters have had?
Oh my. I'm going to go with Tyler Vale as a starter. He holds most of the franchise records for innings pitched, strikeouts, wins. Had a great season last year. So he's my guy. If I need to get a win, I'm going to send him out here.
And just the veteran presence that he has, too.
Yeah, the stability, again, he lends to the team. And, continuity, poise. I feel good with him towing the rubber.
And then relief pitcher?
Wow, we have had so many good relief pitchers, thankfully. I'm going to choose Eric Massingham. I'm not saying that Eric necessarily was the best. He was certainly one of the best, if not the best, but he was here for so long. I can remember him blowing one save in 3 years. He was...
I remember that game too.
Yeah. It was just money in the bank, really. He was so consistent, had such a good attitude. I'm going to call on him from the bullpen.
I would do the same. Okay, Bill, I'm a National League guy, and I know you're a National League guy, so we really don't care for the DH, but in the Frontier League, there is a DH, and so we have to name the best DH in the Otters since you took over as owner, so who would that be?
Well, coming off the bench, I would choose Greg Alexander. Greg was here in some lean years,
yes,
really, and didn't get enough credit. Played mostly left field, but he was such a clutch hitter. Late in the game, over and over again. If we go back and review the box scores or listen to the tapes, Greg came up and won games for us when it was really difficult to win games.
Right.
So he's going to be my guy in the lineup at DH.
And it makes my heart happy. My first season with the team was in 2011, and Greg was still a part of the franchise for that season. So at least we have one of those guys. Again, really laying the original foundation, because 2011 was Andy McCauley's first
full year.
Yeah, first full year.
That's right.
Well, Bill Bussing, ladies and gentlemen, he's spoken. He's told you his team, so now we know. I'm Zane Clodfelter, and this has been Otters TV.